What's good, campers? This is your boy Killer Beezy. Right now we're here with a different type of video, man. We're here to talk about some alliance wars today. Now, if you've been following Marvel Contest of Champions and you've been playing over the last since the last update, really, you'd notice that there was the Kabam have tried to change up alliance wars a little bit, and yeah, the change hasn't been so positive, man. In my opinion, it was something that didn't need a major change. Like maybe just a little tweak would have been nice. You know, like maybe a new map. Maybe with the old way that Alliance Wars worked, but just kind of with a new map, with maybe a new nodes added, would have been a bit. Yeah, it would have probably been. In my opinion, that would have been perfect. I didn't necessarily have a problem with Thorn's node. I feel like Thorn's was kind of really the only node, apart from the ones on the outside where I think they had caltrips on it. But you know, there was only really 2 or 3 challenging nodes on the old Alliance Wars. So I personally didn't feel like there was that much of a need for a massive change of it. But anyway, obviously Kabam have made the change anyway, and it seems like we've gone from one extreme to another. We've gone from players not like having something where you can't fully complete without spending if you're playing at top level, to a point where now you can completely complete without breaking a sweat. And which is a bit of a shame, really, because obviously part of what makes Alliance Wars so good is that it's so difficult depending on who you match up against. So you know, if you match up against an alliance that's not really great, you're in for quite an easy run. If you bump into an alliance that are, you know, that do their thing and are like, you know, near enough the top half of the leaderboard, you're going to be in for you know, a difficult war. So I feel like that aspect of it is gone now, because you know, one of the biggest mistakes I think Kabam have made is taking out defender kills. I feel like defender kills it plays such a big part in a war. Like, to me, what's the point in giving officers and the leader the ability to place defenders on different nodes throughout the map, if wherever you place the defenders, it's not really going to make a difference? In effect, that's what you're saying. So basically, it doesn't matter if you have a rank 4 5-star Dormammu on a stun immune node, because even if you get 5, even if that Dormammu gets you 5 kills, it doesn't really matter. You're not going to get no points. It makes no difference someone that one-shots Dormammu to a guy that takes 5 or 6 matches to beat him. That, you know, those two relatively are going to be getting the same score, you know, regardless of how many times it takes you to go against a Dormammu. As long as he's down, you're going to get the same amount of points, which I think is wrong. I feel like you know, a player that goes in and manages to one-shot a stun immune Dormammu should get rewarded differently to a player that has to go up against a Dormammu 4 or 5 times until you defeat him. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So basically, if you've got 2 alliances, you've got both of them that get 100%. Let's say, for instance, both of them had the same defense diversity, but if you had an alliance that that basically didn't die at all, and an alliance that died in every fight, they're gonna be equal. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, why would you rule out something that is such a big game changer? It doesn't make sense to me. You know, some alliances will give up. Like, you know, sometimes you take so much pride in it, and this is another point I wanted to make. It takes so long for certain alliances and certain players to gather up the resources just to rank up one decent alliance war defender. And it's like, you go through all the hard work, like you finally get a champion that you've been told or that you've seen for your own eyes that is a really good defender. You rank them up, you finally get them to rank 5 or rank 4 if it's a 5-star, and you bring them to a war, only to then know that, well, regardless of who regardless of who you're playing against, regardless of how much kills he's got, like, it's not really going to do you any difference. And to me, I think that's kind of wrong, because, and this is part of the reason why I feel like Kabam need to heavily look into issuing rank down tickets again, because although they haven't, you know, I understand that obviously rank down tickets were given out previously when they made certain changes to champions, but what Kabam need to understand is that a lot of the players within this community have grinded out whether it be arenas when champions have first come out and the champions look like they're worthy of being a good Alliance War defender, because that's also something that we took into consideration when going for a champion. You know, you would first of all look at whether it's just a champion that you would use to run quests, whether it's a champion that would help you out in Alliance Wars, depending on what type of defenses you're coming up against, or whether it's a champion that would be really good in Alliance War defense and could possibly be the difference at what wins you wars. And so you get players that grind for 3 days non-stop for these players when they first come out in arena, then they go back in for the second round to dupe the player. But then you got some people that will spend bucks and bucks and bucks on crystals to try and get the people. But then you got people that, you know, will wait for the champion to come back round in the basics. You got people that will use up all their 4-star crystals just to go for this one champion. And you know, a lot of time and preparation goes into trying to obtain these champions, and then when we get them, a lot of our resources like T4 basics, T4 class catalyst crystals will also go into these champions in hope that, okay, boom, yeah, I can finally now have a decent defense, which now is pointless, because if you're in a decent alliance that want to win wars, you're now going to be told by your alliance leader, oh, okay, well guys, we have to switch things up a little bit. So, you know, that Mordo that you've been grinding hard to get, well, if 20 of us in our alliance, if 20 out of 30 people have Mordo in your defense, well, we're gonna kind of need you guys to not bring Mordo now, because we've got enough Mordos. So in order to max out the defense diversity, we're gonna need you to, you know, maybe I had to bring Karnak in my Alliance Wars defense. That's how bad this thing is, you know. I had to put Karnak in my Alliance Wars defense team just to add points to the defense diversity. How mad is that? I mean, come on, we spent so long grinding for, you know, Kabam would advertise a champion and say, oh, you know, this is the champion's ability. We look at the champion, we think, oh my days, that champion's sick. It's then a case of, okay, as much people in the alliance need to go for that one champion because it's going to make a big difference in our war. Everybody goes for the champion, 3/4 of the alliance get the champion, and, or sorry, 1/3 of the alliance get the champion, and then to now be told, okay, well guys, we can't all bring the same champion. We're going to have to switch it up a little bit. It's ridiculous. So where are we now supposed to find the resources to rank up a diverse defense? Like, you know, we can't just, it's not just gonna pop up out of thin air. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody has like loads and loads of T4 class catalyst crystals on standby. You know, it's not so much of a problem for me, but it's not just me I'm talking about. You know, there's players that like week by week open glory crystals in hope that they get enough shards to complete their 3rd class catalyst to rank 5 their 2nd, 3rd or 4th champion. Do you know what I mean? Like getting these resources don't just happen overnight, and it is so frustrating to see that Kabam could bring something into the game and you spend months playing to this new system for the system to then be changed and then render all the hard work that you've done over a certain period of time useless. Like, and I think that's wrong, and that's the reason why I think, you know what, Kabam should seriously consider giving, you know, even if it's just 5, even if it's 5 rank down tickets. It could be, I don't know whether it's 5 or two, or maybe, well, yeah, I say 5 because some people do have 5 depending on your player rating. I don't know how they would work it, but maybe 5 5-star rank down tickets and 5 4-star rank down tickets, so that it's enough to even just sort out our defense. Because, you know, we're not asking for the whole world. I'm not saying that they should send I'm not saying that they should send like 10 of each. Do you know what I mean? Literally, this is an alliance war defense problem. Yeah, the way you've made the defense now is that we need to basically have a unique alliance defense. Otherwise, we're going to be losing wars. Do you know what I mean? So I really think that Kabam need to address this, and addressing it to score less points for attacking for your attacker kills isn't enough. I'm sorry, in my opinion, it's not enough. That it feels like you've just basically said, okay, well, you know, everybody's got a problem. Let's just let's make a slight change to how many points they get for attacking, and hope that resolves it. Let's just, you know, show them that we're doing something. It's not enough. It's not enough. Like it's too much of a big change, and considering it's our major source, if you're not an arena grinder, it's our major source of shards, you know, from well, not so much 4-star, but it's our major source of regular 5-star shards. So now to make a change like this, where even if you're a skilled alliance, you could still lose. Like, you know, once upon a time before the 15.0 update, Alliance War was won based on skill. Like, you created a leaderboard, Kabam, yeah. You created a leaderboard, yeah, for Alliance Wars, yeah, and that proper gave you bragging rights. You know, if you was top 5 in that war, it's like, yeah, what? Come and face my war, innit? And then you go and check, you see, oh, why is the guy talking like that? Let me see where his, and then you see like his alliance is 3rd in Alliance Wars, and you're like, yo, I'm not even on that. Yo, forget it. It's cool. Yeah, you guys are the guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, it don't even feel like that no more. It feels like, well, we got every much of a chance of winning the war as you do. It's just a case of seeing who has the most diverse defense. Okay, yeah. So that's just my thoughts, to be fair. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, if you think that Kabam should be issuing rank down tickets for this this flop in what I would say is a flop in an attempt to improve Alliance Wars. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. Thanks for watching. It's been your boy Killer Beezy, camping and game to entertain, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.